Growing up, being in a winemaking family, we're doing a lot of things on our property in the vineyards, helping out during harvest. My early memories are in open spaces and a lot of times in the vineyard. Have my dad come home, my mom would come home from harvest because they'd be putting in a lot of long hours. Working in a family business, it has its beauties and challenges. A lot of what I do day to day is different from my brother, but we are able to share our love for the general umbrella of all the things the family's doing.
Our parents, what they have created in their time here is really spectacular. And so to have a second wave of energy come into it is, it's a blessing for them. It is the future of everything that they've created. Our parents started Castoro Cellars in 1983. We were one of the first wineries in Paso Robles, I think somewhere around number 13. Our dad, Niels Udsen, when he was about 18 years old, spent a year living in Italy. Part of his time there living with an Italian family was being entrenched in their traditions, and one of those traditions was drinking grappa. And so a number of years later, he purchased a still. And then as time moved on, my brother Max showed interest in learning how to operate the still.
It came to fruition in 2012 when our still was finally purchased. I think it took 2 years for it to arrive from Germany. But once that still was physically on site, it was like, okay, well, this is real now. It's here, this dream is starting to happen. The next step was, how does this end up in a bottle? And that's where we landed eventually on the Bethel Road property where we sit now as a space that could be its own world that is dedicated to distilling. So we created a secondary label and brand within the family of Castoro Cellars. So same ownership, but a new look, a new feel, a new space to kind of receive these new products that we're going to be producing. When we started the distillery, everything was going to be grape-based. The reason we're here is because we have Castoro Cellars as a backbone winery, and we have our own vineyards. When we're going to produce spirits, those are going to be from our own vineyards and from our own wine. What I think is unique about a grape-based spirit and fruit brandy is the ethanol that's coming out of the still has a higher glycerol, so there's more texture and just a little more depth as a raw spirit than I've seen in distillation from grains and other types of spirits.
My parents had always pushed us to do what we wanted to do. And growing up, I loved music, I play music. It's always been a huge part of who I am. And a big part of my role within our business is the Whale Rock Music and Arts Festival. That's an annual 2-day music festival that falls the third weekend of September every year. It initially started out as a 30th anniversary celebration for Castoro Cellars, and it was called Beaverstock. We called it 2 days of wine, love, and peace and music in the vineyard. And it was meant initially to just be a one-time thing. And we had so much fun doing it, and the community loved it so much that after some deliberation, we decided to move forward with it and make it an annual event. We're now in the 9th year, so it's something that we all have a deep passion for and has grown to be, I think, more than we ever could have dreamed.
Mostly just want to have my parents be proud of what we're producing and being able to help them carry on this incredible brand and company that it does a lot for a lot of people. The future for Bethel Road is we will continue to focus on creating craft, incredible product that we can scale and not lose and sacrifice quality.
We want to make sure that we're fresh and unique and fun, but also while doing that, staying true to kind of the core beliefs and the ethos of what was started almost 40 years ago.